The order to wake the passengers was given, but without panic. The initial evacuation was marked by confusion, particularly among those in first class who saw no immediate danger. Officers, calm and resolute, began giving orders, guiding bewildered crowds toward the lifeboats. The cold night air was broken only by the glow of lanterns and the sound of strained voices. It was a scene of order attempting to prevail over a growing sense of dread. In one of the most poignant acts of the night, the Titanic's 8-piece orchestra gathered on the deck. Led by Wallace Hartley, they played calm, reassuring tunes, waltzes and ragtime, to maintain order and quell rising panic. Under the dark sky, the soft, warm lighting highlighted their faces as they performed their final, heroic duty. Their music became the defining emotional sound of the sinking, a testament to selfless courage. 11 minutes past midnight, the first distress rocket was fired. These flares, intended to signal immediate peril, erupted with a brilliant white burst, momentarily illuminating the vast empty ocean. They were dramatic, desperate flares, composing a tragic pattern against the dark sky, visible for miles, yet ignored by nearby vessels who failed to comprehend the gravity of the signal. By 2:10 a.m., the fate of the Titanic was sealed. Her bow plunged into the icy depths, causing the stern to rise at a terrifying, near-vertical angle. The intense cold blue tones of the water and sky emphasized the enormity of the sinking. This cinematic wide shot captured the final, magnificent, and tragic posture of the world's greatest ship, her lights still defiantly burning. The structural stress proved too much. Around 2:18 a.m., with a series of immense, agonizing sounds like the roar of 1,000 cannons, the Titanic broke apart between the third and fourth funnels. The sound of steel cracking, of metal ripping, was an illustration of brute force overwhelming engineering. The documentary style of the vision captures the raw, powerful drama of the structural failure. As the final section of the stern rose, hundreds of people were still clinging to the railings, a human tableau against the black sky. The tilting deck became a precipice. The emotional, dramatic lighting cast long shadows over figures who knew their time was measured in seconds. The freezing atmosphere offered no reprieve. Moments later, over 1,500 people were thrown into the 28-degree water. The initial shock caused many to perish instantly. Survivors, wearing their life jackets, struggled in the black, frozen water. Their visible breath was a cloud of vaporized agony, a dark and intensely emotional scene of human struggle against overwhelming, indifferent nature. As the sounds of screaming gradually subsided, a terrible silence descended upon the sea. The ship was gone. What remained was a scattering of debris and countless empty life jackets, bobbing gently in the moonlight. The water, now calm once more, reflected the cold, indifferent sky. It was a quiet, haunting mood, a vast graveyard under the stars. Around 4 a.m., a sliver of hope appeared. The RMS Carpathia, racing through the night after receiving the faint distress calls, arrived at the scene. The sun began to rise, its warm golden light breaking through the cold ocean fog. The sight of the rescue vessel, though arriving too late for many, carried an undeniable, hopeful tone for those who had endured the night. The rescue operation was slow and painstaking. Survivors, drenched and suffering from hypothermia, were pulled from the lifeboats and the sea. The images captured the sheer emotional exhaustion of those saved. Compassionate crew members wrapped them in wool blankets, offering the first signs of warmth and security after a night of unimaginable terror. Back on land, the news traveled slowly, then exploded. The headlines of 1912 newspapers were large, stark, and unbelievable. Titanic sinks. The vintage textures and high realism of these papers bring back the initial shock and horror that gripped the world. The narrative of the unsinkable was violently shattered. In both America and Britain, public inquiries were immediately launched. Dignitaries and officials questioned survivors, officers, and experts, seeking to understand the contributing factors: the speed, the lack of binoculars, the insufficient number of lifeboats. Captured in a solemn sepia tone, these courtroom scenes represented the world's desperate need for accountability and change, ensuring such a loss would never happen again. Today, a mile and a half beneath the waves, the Titanic lies broken on the ocean floor. Her majestic hull, now a ghost ship, rests in an eerie, silent embrace with the deep. Illuminated by the eerie blue lighting of submersible cameras, the abandoned wreck rests amidst a haunting atmosphere, a profound and somber reflection on the limits of human achievement. Above, the ocean's surface remains calm, reflecting the dawn. At dawn, the blue water stretches endlessly, reflecting a quiet, eternal peace. Titanic's story endures not just as a historical event, but as a symbolic ending, a powerful, emotional final shot that reminds us of the fragility of life and the enduring strength of the human spirit in the face of the sublime power of nature. And so, the grandest ship in the world, RMS Titanic, met her tragic end on her maiden voyage, a testament to the unpredictable might of nature against human ambition. Her legend, however, lives on, forever etched in the annals of history, her wreck a silent sentinel in the dark embrace of the North Atlantic. Yet, the story of the Olympic-class liners didn't end with Titanic. Her older sister, the RMS Olympic, the Old Reliable, went on to serve for over 2 decades. The Olympic was the only one of the 3 sister ships to complete a full career. She served as a passenger liner for 24 years. She navigated the dangers of the First World War. She earned the nickname Old Reliable for her steady service. During World War I, she was converted into a troop transport ship and famously rammed and sank a German U-boat, U-103. Due to the Great Depression and aging, the Olympic retired and was scrapped in 1935 to 1937 in Jarrow, England. A survivor, many of her luxurious interior fittings were sold off before scrapping and can still be seen today. For instance, the first-class lounge and parts of the staircase paneling are preserved in the White Swan Hotel in Alnwick, England. Her legacy lives on in the salvaged luxury that adorns hotels and museums today. Then there was the youngest sister, the HMHS Britannic. Modified with lessons learned from the Titanic, she was never to carry passengers. Instead, she was requisitioned by the British government at the start of World War I and converted into a hospital ship, earning the designation His Majesty's Hospital Ship, valiantly ferrying the wounded across the seas. Tragically, In 1916, she too met her end. She was sunk on November 21, 1916, after striking a mine laid by a German submarine, U-73, in the Aegean Sea near the Greek island of Kea. Today, the Britannic wreck rests at the seabed as the largest ocean liner wreck in the world, a silent, preserved giant on the seabed. Three sisters of steel and steam, each embarking on their own journey, each meeting a destiny shaped by the tumultuous currents of history and fate. Their tales, intertwined by ambition and tragedy, remind us of the enduring power of the sea and the unforgettable saga of the White Star Line's grand Olympic-class liners.